Hey everybody, thank you for watching the weekend show on Trampionship Wrestling. I am the Tramp, and let's get right into the news. Sorry for that. I'm sorry for that. We're still working on an intro. We're gonna get the background changed. We're working on it. Kind of hit during a weird time in my. It's coming. It's coming. All right. So anyway, big news this week. Probably the biggest news concerns GFW. First, we heard that Jeff Jarrett is out as the Chief Creative Officer of GFW, Impact, whatever you want to call the company. He's gone. He will apparently still be on as a consultant, but he is leaving for personal problems. People are speculating a little bit. We don't know. We don't know. It's all speculation. But for whatever reason, he's gone. They can call him up and say, hey, what do you think? He might show up for a show here and there, but on a day-to-day basis, he's not there anymore. And this just sent Sports Illustrated over the edge with speculation. They're saying that Anthem is losing all kinds of money on GFW. They're looking to sell. Of course they're losing money. They just bought it, and they've only had, 3 tapings and 1 pay-per-view? They're not going to make their money back yet. That's ridiculous. They're supposed to be hemorrhaging money. Besides, they just announced that they are launching a new 24-hour streaming channel, similar to what you find when you put the live button on WWE Network. And they're also launching, separate from that, a video-on-demand service. We don't know how much it's going to cost. We don't know if it's going to have all the GFW events and all the Impact events, all the TNA stuff. We don't know, but they're doing something with their back catalog. Used to just be a YouTube TNA Plus or whatever they called it. It's like $5 a month. It's the best you could do. It had a lot of the old pay-per-views, but it didn't have the weekly stuff. It was okay. So we're getting a little something a little bit better than that, it looks like. But we don't know just exactly what yet. The other big news this week was WWE announced that they will be doing live episodes on Christmas and New Year's. So a lot of people are up in arms. I personally would be perfectly happy with a clip show on Christmas. I expect a clip show on Christmas, but I'm not going to go crazy. I think the wrestlers should be able to spend time with their families, but this also puts them more in line with NFL, which does Christmas Day games. It sucks, but what are you going to do? The wrap-up this week on Raw, we had Nia Jax and Emma compete in a tag match against Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks. If they won, which they did, they would be added to the No Mercy Women's Championship match. So it's now a fatal 4-way match. We believe it is just going to be a first fall to a finish and not the elimination style. So that did help Sasha and Alexa to be on the same page because they both had something to lose by not working together, which they did. This is the biggest step in Emma's post-Emelina career. This, I believe, is her first title match. I'm almost certain it's her first pay-per-view match since the rebranding just completely failed. It's going to be interesting to see if they are going to go anywhere with that, if she got added because of any kind of push, or if she's just there to take the loss. We had Braun Strowman put Big Show through the cage. There's a lot of speculation. This might be Big Show's last match in WWE. Probably not, but if it was how he's going to go out, it's a good way to go out. It's been said that he's kind of mentored Braun Strowman behind the scenes, kind of helped him to work as a big man. Obviously, has worked very well. The work that Braun Strowman has been doing lately, even though he's been very heavily protected, he's been doing very well with what he does. And if any of that is because of what Big Show has done with him, then this is just a great send-off. SmackDown, Shane McMahon was suspended because he went crazy and attacked Kevin Owens. So, we got Vince McMahon coming back next week. How long is Shane going to be suspended? Where does Kevin Owens go from here? Because now he feels like he has carte blanche to do anything. He's untouchable in his opinion. Will Vince McMahon put a stop to that immediately? Will he be putting somebody else in Shane's place while Shane is gone? Will Shane just be off for a while until Stephanie comes back and they both come back at the same time? Stay tuned for the next episode of Soap. NXT, we had Asuka deliver her farewell speech. We had been told about this when she made it. She vacated the NXT Women's Championship because of her injury, and she is now negotiating with William Regal for her placement on Raw and SmackDown when she is uninjured. It was nice. It was very touching. The entire NXT roster came out and congratulated her, wished her farewell. Ember Moon came out to the ring, shook her hand. It was very touching. They've known each other since before their times in NXT. They both worked together on the women's indie circuit. So it was nice. Very well done. Gorgeous Ladies of Burlesque, which we talked about last week. We previewed a little bit. I have no fucking clue what happened. See, Powerbomb TV does not do a live archive. See, a lot of these services, immediately after the show ends, you can go on, you can watch it. New Japan, the show gets archived within a couple hours. WWE, you can start at the beginning of a show that's already in progress. It's going to be up as soon as it's over. Not the case. I'm filming this on Thursday. The show took place last Saturday. We were told a day or two, send an email out when it goes up. Nothing yet. Look, I'm really trying to get as much information about live wrestling as I can. I want to promote every last one of these live wrestling platforms. High Spots is starting to do live wrestling. They did it with the CZW show. You got Powerbomb TV, you got Flow Slam, you got Fight TV, and I want to bring all this information to you, but when you can't watch the show unless you're there when it happens, that's kind of rough on a lot of us. A lot of us don't work that 9 to 5 banker's hours. I want to watch the show. Maybe if you're watching this Powerbomb TV, maybe that should be the next upgrade. Powerbomb TV, I will say, is going to reap the benefits of this whole row that has happened between, I want to say it's Free Sports and 5-Star Wrestling and PCW. So Free Sports was going to broadcast a late October Halloween special from Preston City Wrestling in the UK. And apparently that wasn't going to happen. We don't know where communication broke down, but basically Free Sports said, LOL, JK, nah, bro. And PCW was out, and now they're signing with 5-Star Wrestling, which is the company that offered $1 million to CM Punk to come out of retirement, that promoted a 128-man tournament that never happened, that just may not actually be a wrestling company, but they have a deal with Free Sports, and because PCW doesn't have that deal, Powerbomb TV just picked up another show from PCW. So be looking forward to that. PCW actually does look like it has some pretty decent talent working for it, so that show should be pretty interesting. We do have this weekend on Saturday, so tonight, if you're watching this the day of, on Twitch, so completely free, but if you donate, they are donating efforts to Hurricane Harvey victims. I'm not sure the specific charity, but they are donating any proceeds, any kind of cheers, anything that goes from the stream is going towards Hurricane Harvey relief. This is going to be a big show. They have the Sideshow Championship, and I'm not sure if the Lady of the Ring Championship is up for grabs as well. But the holder of both those titles, Tessa Blanchard, is competing against Kevin Condren. So Kevin Conrad could potentially be the Wrestle Circus Lady of the Ring. You got Keith Lee versus Scorpio Sky. Should be a great match. These two are both on their way up right now. Keith Lee, just an amazingly agile big guy, even more agile than Jeff Cobb. And Scorpio Sky has got like 5 championships right now, and if you see any match with him, you understand why. You got a 4-way match, Jordan Lennox versus Fist Gordon versus JT Dunn versus Trey Miguel. Lennox and Fist Gordon were in the 4-way match at the last Wrestle Circus show that stole the show, basically. It was a very good match. Now they've got 2 different guys in there for the sequel, and this is going to be a very cool match, I guarantee it. You got Joey Ryan versus Delilah Doom versus Laurel Van Ness. I have never seen Joey Ryan and Laurel Van Ness in the ring together. If you watch Impact, Laurel Van Ness cleaned up for about 2 weeks because she was going to marry Grado. And then Grado called off the wedding, and now she's back to being the hot mess. So, just in time for the show. Should be fun to see how jilted lover deals with Joey Ryan. That's going to be fun interaction. We've got Laredo Kid versus Mecha Wolf 450 versus Bestia 666. What I've seen of these guys has not impressed me that much. And Mecha Wolf 450, I've heard some disappointing rumors about him that if they're true, we won't be talking about him again if we find that out. We got Jay White versus Sammy Guevara. Should be a great match. We've got the Big Top Tag Championship. Currently the champions are Britt Baker and Adam Cole. Baby! But even though Adam Cole, baby, has been brought back to life, he's not available because of the people that brought him back to life. So it's going to be Britt Baker and a mystery partner versus the team of Jack Evans and Helico. I do not expect Britt Baker and whoever she chooses to retain the championship. Then the final match, we have 2 former Ringmaster champions meeting for what I believe is the first time, Brian Cage versus EC3. Should be a hell of a match. Remember, this is free on Twitch. If you're home, there's no reason not to watch it. You don't have to pay anything. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you get the Twitch Prime. You don't even have the commercials. You don't have to donate anything, but if you do, that's cool. And if you know my history with Wrestle Circus, you know they're not paying me to say that because I'm not going to be first on their list of people to come to. Yeah. We got some other shows. We got Grand Slam Wrestling, Blackjack Brawl. This is also Saturday on Powerbomb TV. So we've been talking about Powerbomb TV. This is one of the smaller groups. They are doing their Powerbomb TV Independent Championship Tournament. This is the last of the first round. This is Jonathan Gresham versus Jigsaw. There's also going to be the GSW Tag Championship match, Blue and Gold versus Blaze and Glory. I don't know either of those teams. And there's a 21-man Blackjack Brawl. I could not find a single announced entrant for it. Indie wrestling, folks. But if you got the Powerbomb TV subscription, it's free to watch. So if you're home, give it a watch. So we also have on Fight TV for $9.99 Pro Wrestling Revolution, Revolution 13. This is entirely a lucha organization. If you are like me, these names probably won't mean anything to you, but if they do, give it a try. There is Diablo Azteca versus Papa Esco. Grappler 4 versus Jungle Boy versus El Prustipirogulfo versus Colt Stevens. Vaquero Fantasma versus Ultimo Panda. Mariachi Loco versus El Dinamita versus Los Luchos. I'm sorry, Mariachi Loco and El Dinamita versus Los Luchos. Arkady Fedorov and El Chicano versus Hijo de Trump and Blue Demon Jr. And the one match that actually has people I recognize that has also been put on by every indie company that can afford these guys, Rey Fenix versus Penta El Cero Miedo. But if you know anybody else on this show and you got $9.99, Fight TV. Alright, so also on Sunday we have ACW, Don't Trust Anyone. That is on FloSlam. So if you already have your subscription, that's included with it, which is good because I couldn't find any information on who's in the damn show. So I can't tell you. This coming Friday, we have 2 big women's wrestling shows on Fight TV for $9.99. We've got Warriors Rise. This is taking place in the UK. This is the Rise title will be defended. Shotzi Blackheart is going to be defending against Chelsea Green, the alter ego of Laurel Van Ness. The Bellatrix title is going to be defended. Alex Windsor defending against Queen Maya and Lori. You have Mercedes Martinez, who you may know from the Mae Young Classic, versus Scarlett. You've got Shax versus Diana Purrazzo. And Violet O'Hara versus Charlie Evans. We also are going to have Shine 45 as the other big match. This is also included in your FloSlam subscription, so if you have that, it's already there. So some big matches on that card. Stormy Lee versus Lady Chardonnay Dari, I don't know. You got Ariel Monroe versus Natalia Markova. Vanessa Craven versus Dementia DeRose. Cutie Pie Club versus Aja Pereira and Dynamite Didi and Leah Knox. And 6-man action there. Allison Kay versus Brandy Lauren. There's a no DQ match between La Rosa Negra and ACR. The Nova Championship will be defended. Priscilla Kelly is going to defend that against Jordan Gore. And the Shine Championship, the champion Lufisto versus Ivelisse and Holy Dead. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the week that has been. That is the week that is to come. If you have any questions, complaints, comments, anything, leave them in the comment box below or hit us up at the Reddit Country Club in the thread for the weekend. We'll be over there, talk about anything about wrestling that came up this week that you want to talk about. Guys, I say this, I mean it, I love you. Not on a personal level, I don't know you, but just in general, because you are the champions that watch this. You give me some validation for spending this time doing this crap. I love you for it. Thank you so much. Cheers.